It's nasty. It's a big TV. We've got Earthtone, New York GRIME. They just come on my show on Rinse FM. Absolutely smashed it to pieces. But we're gonna let them do most of the talking.
All right, New York GRIME. So who do we have with us?
Got G Major.
Aions.
Lord of Ciphers, first of his name, breaker of codes, unfooled, father of owls.
Okay. So you lot were just on Rinse just now, yeah?
Yes.
How did you lot find it?
It's amazing.
Dream comes true, man. That's
Yeah.
the way to describe it.
So
We've been listening for years, so it was.
in your eyes, which is one of the, what have you always aspired to be on? Which radio station have you aspired to be on?
Oh, definitely, Rinse is definitely like top one of them. Me personally, one of my goals as far as like an MC is to get on Fire in the Booth at least one time. Other than that, like
Fire in the Booth, yeah. Everybody wants to get, yeah.
Seriously.
Once you get on Fire in the Booth, it's like, yeah.
That's Charlie Slough, innit?
Charlie Slough, Fire in the Booth. What about? Do you know about what other platforms do you know about from the UK?
SBTV,
Yeah.
Grime Daily,
There's radio stations. There's
Link Up.
Link
Up
Up
TV's
TV,
one.
seriously.
Radio Rise probably represent Flex.
So what? Yeah. What do you have similar to? What's similar over in America to this?
Nothing, honestly.
We don't have really-
It's more about like the parties, like the nightlife. 'Cause
Yeah, seriously.
There's
But-
no radio or like.
There's no radio.
Not really.
The only radio I would say that like kind of lets that like underground feel, it would be like something like that's on XM radio, like Sway in the morning.
Yeah, Shade 4
or Shade 4-5, but like our mainstream
FM
radio stations are
broadcast.
like mainstream radio stations.
They just play normal like mainstream
Yeah,
music.
You'll hear the same song like 3 times in a
Yeah,
day.
like.
So where would-
You go station to station and hear the same Drake song.
You don't have any underground stations that play.
Nah.
I mean, there's
Not
one. We
much
got
music.
Half Moon, but they're not.
Oh
fully
yeah.
a
In
radio station. They're,
New
like,
York,
more
there's a
into-
really great radio station, Half Moon,
Yeah.
but they're not on like in the car radio.
It's
Right,
But
there's
they
no
are.
FM that does
Yeah.
underground music.
Yeah, it's a really good station. They have all different genres of like, just bass music, drum and bass, grime, techno, house, everything, and
Shout out Surf.
Yeah, shout out Surf.
Seriously.
Yeah, Half Moon is putting it on right now in New York. Absolutely.
So what would you say about the grime scene in New York?
We're the grime scene.
Okay.
There's a couple other people that aren't here right
So
now.
it's very small then.
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
But the crime scene in America.
Photo.
Yeah. Okay. What the grime scene in America?
in America.
We got our homies American Grime.
Down in
They're
Miami,
down in
outside-
Miami. They got a
outside
couple.
American
They
Grime.
got a couple people in Boston. Someone in
Yeah.
California.
Oh, so you're East Coast, they're West Coast.
Yeah.
No,
they're
they're
south.
south.
They're
They're south.
south,
They're
yeah.
south.
West Coast, you got men like 3-Eye Joe, like he's holding it down out there.
So what is East Coast then?
East Coast, New
New
York,
York.
Miami, and
Oh, so you're not you from New York?
New York.
But you're not from. It's not on the East Coast.
no,
No,
it's on
it
the
is.
East Coast,
Yeah.
Northeast Coast.
East Coast.
Oh, no,
We're
Northeast.
the Northeast. We're the Northeast.
Miami.
They're
Miami, Southeast Coast. It's still
Okay.
East Coast, but it's the South.
Like it's
Yeah.
split, like it's like this, so then it's
Yeah.
split like 1, 2, and then 3, and then
Yeah.
it's like the whole, like the entire Midwest is north and south.
Yeah,
The entire West Coast is north and south.
yeah.
Okay. So let's go back into kind of your like background in grime. Like when you first came across grime. Let's start with.
With me,
Yeah.
oh man, you should talk to them first. But I owe a lot of it to Aions. Basically, I've been doing hip hop for years. I came up as a hip hop artist. I've been releasing since 2012, and that was the music I like to make. But the music I like to dance to was like underground bass music. So there's this party in New York called Reconstruct, and they were playing like, shout out Luke. He was pulling out people from the UK. And they were playing deep music, all UK music. That was
Yeah.
like my first instance into UK music. And so I met him about, now it's probably like 11 years, 12 years. But we were going to like underground bass shows in the city. And so I came up on, I love to dance to dubstep, that's what I love to do. And then started hearing them mixing what I thought was UK hip hop. You know, I didn't know the difference between grime and hip hop into this dubstep music. So we got booked on the same show one night.
You just kind of felt it, you felt the vibe.
Well, they made me because we got booked on this party one night and I was a little tipsy and I was like, our boy Dutch Gus, she's a grime rapper. He was rapping over their set. They were spinning grime and dubstep and they were just like, yo, like I was like, I don't have any verses this fast. And they were like, yo, just go freestyle.
Just freestyle.
And so I just freestyled over one.
And it worked.
And it worked.
And she went mad over fucking.
So it worked like that.
Yeah.
Reloaded them, yeah.
And at this point, I
you got the reload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She spit over. What's that beat for that SX made DW spits on?
Oh, it's on Woo Rhythm?
Yeah, she spit on Woo Rhythm the whole way through. I'm trying to mix in the vocal version. She's still going. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let this.
But I had no
you
clue.
monstered it, kind of.
I mean, at this point, I still did not know it was grime. I just thought I was rapping really fast. And then, you know, we realized what we just did, like, as a crew, was like epic. Like, we were just like, what did we just do? You know, we performed separately. We never performed together. So literally, I think, it might have been 2 nights later, we like came together and we were like, okay, we need a fucking name. We need, So we came up with Earthtone, Sedimentary Sound. So Earthtone is the name of our crew when we perform live, and Sedimentary Sound is our label. And the whole reason it's called Sedimentary Sound is because we all come from different backgrounds. Like I still make hip hop, you know, and grime too. So the element of our label is that it has that aesthetic. Like I think everything has that like dark kind of like grimy aesthetic, but it could be a hip hop track. It could be R&B.
Aion, what's your grime experience then?
Mine goes back pretty far. Probably like high school. I got into UK hip hop because I was just sick of all the radio shit. Here somehow I found that. I was really into that. Just going throughout the years of listening to things, I realized probably in 2007 when I met a kid from England that came here to meet a friend. He had a dubstep CD playing, put me onto that, and from there, looking through artists on it, I realized I'm listening to this already. Once it clicked, I started looking through artists and stuff, and then I'm like, oh wait, what's this tune? I found Dizzy Rascal. I'm like, wait, I think I seen him on MTV a few years ago, like when I was a kid. Then I started picking up more and more on it than like finding the MC.
So from when you saw Dizzy Rascal, it became even more relevant to you.
Yeah, well, I had seen it on TV, didn't know what it was. I was like, okay, this just sounds crazy. I'm not really that into
But that helped. That helped. From when you saw Dizzy Rascal.
It's like something went off like.
But was that? Did you see? So was Dizzy Rascal the first person you knew about grime?
Not really, actually. Probably.
It was the
Crazy
first.
Titch, actually.
Crazy. Hey, hear that, Marcus?
And,
the first grime artist he heard of was Crazy Titch. Rather than. I always said Crazy Titch was a big pioneer of this game.
I think he's definitely one of my favorites.
But no, the first person I knew about was Crazy Titch. Remember I was saying to you, Marcus, that Crazy Titch was like even the first person one of the first people that I knew of.
I'd seen that video for Sing Along. And kind of
Sing Along, that track was hard.
But even then,
Remember
I was still not really like, I didn't know what it was until probably years later when I got into dubstep and started DJing, and then like realizing all the lyrics. Like if I had a song that sounded like dubstep, I don't know, it just kind of put 2 and 2 together and realized I was just into it.
Before I became a DJ, I was a very troublesome youth, and I used to, in raves and things like that, I used to just want to touch things and text the mind. You see, one time, because me and Tix were both very troublesome, even though he was a little bit younger than me, we actually done a rave where he was DJ and I was MCing. Would you believe that? I was dog shit, but I was giving it. I was giving it for a whole hour and a bit, and he was on the decks just clanging up the place and just having the time of our life. I don't think anyone else liked it, but we enjoyed ourselves. You know
Sounds like no one wasn't taking you off.
That was it used to be called the Princess Alice. That was above a pub. Do you remember it was kids these times? You get what I'm saying? But yeah. That's a little story.
Sounds like with her, we joke around a lot, like, oh, like, you rapping tonight? Like, I'm stressed out. I'm like, all right, I guess. She's like, I guess I'll hop on the decks. It's always just a random joke we like.
Alright, so you finished or do you want?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah? Alright, well.
Man, that's good.
Man like Cypher. Lord of Ciphers.
First of his name, you already know. I got into grime like I kind of progressed into grime the same way like a lot of people in the UK progressed into grime, because growing up, like my grandmother, she loved house music. So I would like, you know, go to like the bootleg spot and get her like house CDs and shit, like Chicago house mixes and shit. But a lot of the DJs would put garage on the mix. So growing up, I used to listen to a lot of garage, not even knowing like there was a difference between house and garage.
So there's a lot of garage in America.
Yeah, they used to like a lot of house DJs used to mix garage in their mixes. Like that was like a thing, especially what was this guy, Frankie Knuckles? Like he used to run this thing back in New York.
Who did you know from garage then?
Oh my god, like one of my favorite, like I got it on my phone, DJ EZ. Like,
oh yeah, of course.
Oh my god,
of course,
like,
yeah, he's serious.
Yeah. A lot of his mixes come through Sticky. Like a lot of sick. Like a lot of his mixes came through. Yeah, most of it is like on my phone. Like I can't even like.
Yeah, you got now. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Sticky, EZ.
Seriously.
That's the core of it.
Right.
Really, yeah.
So like hearing a lot of that music, like I was able to recognize a lot of artists. What got me into I would say like grime was I would download beats off of LimeWire, just poisoning my computer. Like seriously, because like as a hip hop artist, you want to put out little tracks and stuff. So I'm downloading beats, and Skepta used to come through, and JME beats used to come through. So the first grime tune I think I ever heard was Skepta rhythm called "Take Them Out." Take Them Out.
That's Sharky Major.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
That's his crew.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. Take them out. We will.
Yeah, like they used to come through.
So that wasn't Skepta's crew. That was Sharky. Nasty.
How dare you?
No, Sharky Major's track.
No, it wasn't his crew. This is not.
No, the track was.
Tell him off. Come on, tell him off. Tell him off.
It was Nasty's crew, but the track was made by Sharky Major, part of Nasty crew. Hey,
Who made the beat? I think that was Terror Danger. Get on to
it was Terror Danger. Yeah.
How is he okay?
What happened was that
That's good.
basically the way it was labeled on LimeWire, it said Skepta, Take Them Out. So I was like, somebody labeled it wrong.
They
Like,
came out on Aftershock.
like seriously, somebody must
That's
have labeled
mad.
it. Yeah.
I think they came out on
See,
And a JME beat used to come through all the time called Serious. Like
serious.
Yeah. So like listening to these beats, like I was trying to rap to it because these are beats like I never heard before like in my life, and I was trying to like rap to it and I'm like, fuck it, I can't. Then I got into dubstep and I'm like, I can fuck with this. And then I started like, like you said, like the dubstep grind mix.
Because in America, it's kind of linked together as
Yeah, they kind of just
thing.
link it all together. So I used to hear a lot of like mixes, like people used to throw like, a Skepta verse on the dubstep track.
The other guys came over and done that. Played dubstep with grime. Remember grime?
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like in America, like ever since, like when UK music comes to America, they kind of just smash it all together. So you're gonna hear like a lot of dubstep, grime, garage mixes. It's like,
They basically put it together by
just want to
BPM.
show
pretty much.
everyone everything they can. So
I
yeah.
never would have thought that.
Yeah, so basically it's like,
People get
once I realized like the rhythm and the way they were spitting, because like a lot of my family's from the Caribbean, so like a lot of their slang I was picking up like easy. I was like, yo, this is amazing. Like, how are they doing this? Like, how are they flipping the slang and like spitting at this speed? Like, so it really became like a real study for me. I was like, nah, I gotta learn this style. Like,
Same for me.
it's kind of like Bruce Lee when he was like, you gotta be like water, like take what's useful and discard what's unnecessary. I kind of took a whole approach to grime, like Bruce Lee approached Jeet Kune Do.
Like it was a different art form. Like it was a
Exactly.
different like.
It is a different.
like another language almost.
Coming up from hip hop,
Did you-
honestly, I was petrified at first.
It's
When I
almost
was
another
learning,
language.
when I was learning grime, when I was learning grime, like I literally did not know how to approach the beat. I didn't know what to do. I was like, how are they doing this?
The maddest thing about it is,
I felt dumb.
we over here felt the same way you feel about hip hop. Like it was more natural to you.
Yeah.
Grime was natural to us. So
Yeah.
we don't have to think about how to spit
Right.
on the grime tempo.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't have to think about how to spit on the grime tempo because it just comes
Out of you.
But then if we went to spit on a rap tempo, we might have to check it a little bit, think about it.
Yeah.
But the grime thing, it's mad that you said that. So if you were spitting hip hop, it wouldn't be.
Nah, it would be natural. Like, I grew up on hip hop. Like,
Alright, okay. Let me ask you a thing about this. Yeah, is this down to this? Yeah, hip hop. Yeah, is American. American people talk slower.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hip hop beats are slower. No,
This is true.
hip hop beats are made for American people.
Yes, this is true.
So grime beats are made for faster, and we talk faster than you.
Right, yeah.
Do you get that comparison?
The thing I've thought about though, because when a lot of grime was made on like FL Studio, when it was like the old versions, the default tempo is 140. So I feel like when people started making beats, they weren't realizing that it was
to explain to you what created grime was, we was all finding stuff to spit on, and we was doing it through garage. Yeah, so we was finding the instrumentals, the darker, the more bubbly instrumentals to spit on. Eventually, it was just fuck it, these are good now, so we might as well make our own thing. And it literally came from there.
Was it a gap in the market though, as well?
It was
There's got to be someone smart enough to think, where can we jump in?
Right, now this is true, especially if you want to spit.
Has to be.
Especially if you want to spit.
Because you make certain music and you're going to be drum and bass. You make another one, it's garage.
Excuse me, I would love to go along with it being so calculated and measured, and that's how it went, but it didn't. It was just a natural progression.
Okay.
We was spitting on garage beats, and then it was like jam up, Dizzy, Wiley. Alright, let's make our own thing. Let's try and make our own version. You get what I'm saying? No one planned that. No one thought in their right mind it was going to turn to this.
But where did the BPM?
Because of garage. We was making our own version of garage.
But where did 140 come from?
Garage was like 135.
Exactly, but where did the extra 5 come from?
It's got nothing to do with what you said. I'm sorry.
That's my thought process. That's my thought process of the thing.
Like, I'm not sure the first tunes come out might have been a little bit slower, but they do play grime around 135 to 145. So
yeah, but how can you call it a genre? How can you like?
Because I tell you,
if it sounds like drum and bass, how are you gonna call it your own genre?
They were calling grime garage at first.
Yeah, grime
They were calling garage at first, and it wasn't until it kind of because of. Imagine you're going to because it kind of killed off the garage scene at that moment, like caned it in England. Because what happened was, imagine you're going. It says garage rave. You get to the rave and you got Pierre Man on the stage spitting over grime. That's a whole different environment, and that killed the garage scene. You know what I'm saying? But then by this time we realised, hold on, we called it something of our own, but we didn't name it. They were calling it grime. The garage lot were calling it grime. Like on a disrespect thing at that.
Right.
Why they tried to call it Esky, other people tried to call it other names. You know what I'm saying? Grime was actually it was a mug off, and we just took the name.
Because they're trying to say you lot are the grimy ones.
Right,
They used to when they say we don't play that grime, we don't grime. You know what I'm saying? They were saying it in a negative way, and now look, so
and then it just worked.
And the name stuck.
Yeah,
like,
it worked.
I hear that.
Really. That's kind of like how hip hop originated through like the Bronx. Like nobody knew what to call it because like the whole culture was a bunch of broke people with nothing.
Yeah, how the hell did hip hop come about?
Like hip hop came about because like we use the term hip to mean something that's cool. Like,
and it's happened in New York, right?
Yeah, this has happened in New York. So like the reason why they called it hip hop is they used to have like weird like sock hop and like a bunch of weird shit that was like from the 30s and like they used to have shit like that. Mm-hmm. And a sock hop is pretty much like a popular dance. Like, all right, we're gonna all go to the sock hop. But like hip hop was called like it became the name hip hop because like this is what the cool kids were doing without the influence of the media. Like usually the media is saying, all right, if you want to be cool, you gotta wear this, you gotta do this, you gotta do like,
yeah, of course.
With hip hop, it was like, nah, we just doing whatever we feel comfortable with. Like, if we want to spray on walls with paint cans, that's what we're gonna do. If we want to spin on our head when we dance, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, the whole rapping aspect just came from it, kind of like the same way, like he said, they were rapping over garage. Mm-hmm. Hip hop came out of rapping over old disco songs. The breaks and disco songs, that's what we were rapping over. Like, not me, I wasn't like that, but like, that's pretty much how it was born. Like, you would take 2 disco records, like, you would wait for the break.
But when did rap, so how did rap form?
Rapping
No, where did the word rap come from then?
Rapping is a whole word that means rapid sounds. Like if I do this with my fingers, that's called rapping. Like
rapid sound.
Yeah.
So rapping. The name rap comes from rapid sounds.
Yeah, that's technically.
Okay, elaborate, please.
Yeah, technically what the word means, like rapping. Like if I was to do this with my fingers, that's called rapping of the fingers because I'm making a constant, repetitive, rhythmic sound. So they just applied that to what they were doing. They were applying rhythmic poetry to to break beats.
They were throwing block parties uptown in
Yeah.
New York,
Yeah.
and no one was really shutting them down. Like the police weren't even
Yeah, 'cause
shutting
the
them
police
down
weren't there.
because they weren't in those neighborhoods. So
Yeah.
that's why like how grime is a culture. It's the DJs, it's
Yeah.
the MCs,
It
it's
was
the
pretty
live
much the
ass.
same.
Very similar to New
The
York.
hip
Yeah,
hop,
it was the same
hip hop
thing.
culture
Sick.
was the MCs breakdancing and graffiti.
What category of rap would you put grime in? Would you not even put it in a
I wouldn't
grime?
even
I wouldn't put it in
No, you wouldn't put it in rap.
because it's the energies are different. Like rapping was always about telling a particular story very articulately. Like the energy behind it really didn't matter. It was like, all right, what is he
No,
saying?
no, but now I think a lot of us have started to be able to like tell stories. A lot of people are changing the flow. It's not just about. It's like some of these people have grown up a little bit as well,
Right, yeah,
and they're talking more about realer stuff. So
Aions here, yo. East London. Proud to be here. It's the birthplace of grime. Shout out Marcus Nasty, Big TV. You already know. Dutch guys be coming back.
Yo, G Major here. Big love to my Earthtone family. Whole lot of love for Marcus Nasty for supporting and all the London cats out here who held us down. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You already know Lord of Ciphers, first of his name. Shout out Marcus Nasty for showing us love. Shout out man like Big TV. Shout out my whole London family. I already know. Shout out my Bristol family too. I ain't get to see y'all this time, but you already know.
Shout out 91.
Shout out 090, yo.
Seriously, shout
Big
out
TV,
Aions.
baby.
we out. See you lot
No,
soon.
no, 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 turn off. These little kids coming in.
Wait, last
Rise here.
late entry.